I know you gonna dig this.
I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, TT.
Twin Talk Podcast.
I was sitting here thinking, man, I missed a whole nother week of not putting a little podcast out. And then I looked up, I realized, oh my God, it's 12:57 on a Wednesday night. If I just start recording right now, record whatever comes out, and then just put it out, just call it, there it is, there's a podcast, I did it. I haven't been meeting a single deadline I put for myself because, I don't know, part of me, I think when I make something a commitment, I sort of push away from it. And I think I'm more, I don't think I put this at the front of my brain, but I think that I naturally do things in a more spontaneous way. And when there's a lot of structure, I start to slowly pull myself out, or subconsciously pull myself out. I want structure. I think anybody you ask would say they want structure. But what structure actually takes is, it's a lot for any one person. Just consistency and determination, intent, all these things. Follow through, all that. And it's hard to do. It's hard to do. I've failed many, many, many times in my life. And the more I fail, the more it reminds me, or do I want to say reminds me, or it showcases? The more I fail, the more it showcases how amazing successful people are. And we can go through the list of successful people, and we can find Elon Musk's, whose dad owned an emerald mine, and it was probably really easy growing up. But even within that ease, there was some hardship, some ingenuity that he had to put forward, and all those other big fun words. I just keep having more reverence for how hard it is to stay consistent at something. I've been inconsistent with podcasts for the last 12 to 15 years. And in that time, I've watched other podcasts that stayed consistent for 10 to 15 years. And that's it. That's it. You put your cards up next to other people's cards, and if you're not some egotistical piece of shit, you'll be honest about it. And a lot of times in my life, I've had to be honest and go, damn, Ian, it's put up or shut up, and you don't put up, and then you don't shut up. And this is not the greatest combination. It's not going to work out for you in the long run. And so, more than anything, my biggest New Year's resolution was supposed to be to keep it sounds like such a basic bitch generic New Year's Eve thing, or New Year's resolution, but my New Year's resolution was to keep the promises I make to myself. Do the things I say I'm going to do to myself. Not try to be upstanding for other people. When other people need me to be there, I can be there. I've done it many times. I feel fine about it. But I'm never there for myself. I don't, when I say I'm never there for myself, it doesn't mean I ignore my wants and needs. I ignore my needs, I don't really ignore my wants. And so I'm not there for myself like a dad that's not there for their kid to help them grow. I'm not helping myself grow because I'm not there for myself when I need to be. And it's really frustrating to do it. It's 100 times more frustrating to do it, intellectualize it, call it out, see it, highlight it, frame it, read it, and then keep doing it. I feel sick. I feel like I have a fucking disease. So I decided, fuck it. You're gonna put a podcast out every Wednesday, no matter what. I don't care what I'm doing, what I'm in the middle of. I'm going to set a time. I hate setting a time. now I'm really starting to resonate with the thing I said in the beginning of this, where I said that I push away from structure. As soon as I said to you, I'm gonna pick a time, like an hour of the day on a Wednesday. The minute I said that, my mind went, ugh, yuck. I don't want the structure. But the only thing I'm really missing in my life is structure and money. If I would put some structure into my life, I'd make more money. And I just, ugh. So yeah, the fact that I don't want to pick a time means I should pick it right now. And I'm just gonna, you're here with me. We're gonna talk about this together. I'm gonna think it through. I'm thinking that I don't want to do anything in the morning. I'm thinking that if I wait until late at night, that I'm gonna put it off and not really take it as seriously. What's a time that makes the most sense? Probably 3 o'clock. I'll do it at 3 o'clock. I'm gonna give myself some hours. I'll do it between 3 and 5 o'clock. No. Don't give yourself hours. Give yourself a set time, you idiot. Look at me, pushing away from structure 2 seconds after I said I'm not going to. I will choose 3:30. 3:30. Every Wednesday at 3:30, I sit down and I record a little podcast. Because I've been making things. I've been making things that I want to talk about. Like, I made this art piece that's supposed to be a T-shirt design for Valentine's Day. Never put it out on Valentine's Day, and so I've just been holding it. I have a painting that's finished of the snake, the Muppet snake. Con is his name. Been holding it back. Didn't post about it. Didn't say nothing about it. So, I have a lot that I want to talk about, all subject-based things. The running away from structure is a good place to talk about this logo design that I'm doing for a podcast. I don't want to say the name of the podcast or anything because, everyone should stay anonymous and not have to be associated with my bullshit. But, I'll describe the piece. If you see it, you see it. If you don't, you notice, whatever. It's a TV. The idea, the logo, is a TV with boxing gloves. Throwing a punch. It's 2 different logos that I made so that this person has options. I'm going to make a third one because I'm not too confident about the 2 ideas I made. And it's taken me longer than it should have. And so I also feel bad about not being punctual with the piece. So I'm going to give this person 3 designs to choose from. And if they want to take all 3, they can. I don't know why people want to stick to one logo. It's really cool if you have multiple art designs around the theme, and then you make one into a sticker, make one into a T-shirt, make one into a poster, and leave one as the logo. But I'm about to start looking for fonts for this logo. But the idea is a TV. Oh, I already said it, with arms, boxing glove, punching. I hated the piece for so. Here's how it went. I started out loving the piece. The sketch always looks great, man. I mean, and not my sketches. Sometimes my sketches look like ass, but I just mean sketches in general are always so great because there's so much life in the sketch, and I get more and more why people like David Cho or Basquiat or anybody who does very dirty, gritty, one take art. I see why they do it because all the energy is in that first pass over, and it's really weird. I'm a middle ground between somebody who's does the first round one take hit, and somebody who wants to draft things out and clean up ideas and then do a final version. I don't really do the gritty thing well, and I don't do the cleaned up final version thing well. I'm doing a middle ground where it's not enough of either to be anything concrete. And I gotta choose. I think I should just develop a gritty style and develop a clean style and not choose one or the other. I just need to be more proficient in how I use each area a little bit. But I was drawing this piece, the TV with the boxing gloves, and the sketch. Oh, I love the sketch so much. The sketch had all this feeling, had all this life, had all this energy. And then I drew it up. I I drew it up. When I say I drew it up, I opened up a new layer and I started doing the line work for the art piece. And my God, I don't hate the lines, but when I sit back, the stiffness of the lines really highlights the flaws of the design, I think. It feels better sketchy. And so I think I'm going to do a third completely different idea, but I think I'm also going to go back to one of my ideas and do another version of that idea that's more rough. When I look at artists that I like versus myself, there's a passiveness with my lines. And I need to be more direct and intentional. And I think that I see people with a gritty style, or they'll use like instead of a clean, smooth outline, they'll use like a chalk line, or they'll use like some kind of like script pen that has like breaks and bumps in it. I'm like using the straightest, smoothest line and setting the stabilization all the way to 100%. Like that's some fucking. What's that episode of SpongeBob where he gets all smoothed out and rounded off? That's what that is. That shit is weird, bro. I need to get a little more DoodleBob, in my shit. But yeah. So that's what I'm thinking about. I just wanted to, while I'm talking on this podcast, I'm rolling a joint, and as I'm rolling the joint, I'm thinking like, all right, as soon as this joint's done, time to turn the podcast off and finish this drawing. And so I'm just raking my mind for one more thing to say, but I don't need to say much today. I just need to feel like I met the deadline. I mean, I'm going to be posting this on Thursday, but at least I was doing it on Wednesday like I say I want to do. And this is, I swear to God, this is the last time I'm going to say this. I've said it in every episode for maybe the last 3 to 5 episodes. I will never say this again because I'm just going to do it. I'm going to be putting out the podcast on Wednesday, but I'm also going to put out extra ones throughout the week because I want to catch up with all the things I said I would do. Like I said, I was going to do a painting a week. What are we? We're in week 3 of February, so that's 7 paintings. I've only done 2. I need to do 5 more paintings before the end of... 5 more paintings before the end of February. I'm going to do 5 more paintings before the end of February. I'm going to upload podcasts to replace the ones I haven't uploaded in the last couple weeks. And I'm going to post on Instagram every fucking day. Those are the 3 things. I'm even going to write them down. And I'm not going to talk about that ever again. I swear to God. All right. It's 1:10 in the morning. I'm going to get back to work. I hope you feel good. I don't. I mean, I'm still here. I'm never going to kill myself, but good God. Good God. Bullets look delicious every once in a while. Charlemagne the God on one of his podcasts said something hella funny that I'm going to steal. I'll admit that I'm stealing it here, but everywhere else I'm never going to admit that I stole it. It's my thing now. Because I drew a piece with a smiley face that had like a mouthful of bullets, and it said "consume ammunition" on it. And I was listening to the podcast, and Charlemagne said that something made him want to gargle bullets, and I thought that's hilarious. And then he made the noise for like a gun, and it's just funny. That sounds like it's like a gun It's funny. It's a funny joke. The sound goes great with the imagery. I'm gonna steal that. Gonna be drawing that, doing something with it. I like the idea of gargling bullets. But consume ammunition is cool too. That was like dramatic, not dramatic in like an epic way. Dramatic in like a roll your eyes way. And I like that. I like that it's cringe, because the feeling of wanting to off yourself, it should be thought of as cringe because it is. It shouldn't be thought of as cringe in like a put people down kind of way. And I know that might sound like an oxymoron. How do you not put somebody down when you're calling them cringe? But I'm thinking of cringe as like kind of cute, kind of like campy, Like how campy isn't not funny. Campy is a certain type of funny that's like a little cringy, but it's not funny. It is funny. I'm rambling. I'm saying nothing at this point. I'm out of here. Be kind to yourself. Keep trying. Mwah.